Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. For me, it's a fun day because I'm done with my workout and I'm having our favorite treat. We've been talking about this treat for a couple of years, but we have it all the time. And it is protein ice cream made in the Ninja Creamy. A cup of Fairlife milk. Right now we're doing 2% Fairlife because our calories are so high. Sorry, I need to turn off my notifications. And a scoop of the 1UP Nutrition protein powder. And a little bit of sugar-free vanilla pudding. Hold on, where's my thing? Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. And then, those freeze, that's the base. And then we put a teeny tiny apple pie from Trader Joe's on top. We heat it up, and then I have 2 tablespoons of caramel. Sure. Mike has Catalina Crunch in his too, because I'm good on my protein today. So I didn't add that in.
This is delicious. I can't believe that this is I don't want to say healthy, but just good. And it targets our protein.
Well, something like this in a restaurant
with apple pie limon
would be
1,000 calories or more in a restaurant with real ice cream, real pie.
So yeah, we thought we would come on here and share our little dessert with you guys. We had a crazy leg day.
Oh yeah. We both were like, uh-oh.
I was hurting. It was intense.
Yeah, it was. But that's how you progress. That's how you grow. Especially if you don't have gifted genetics, let's say a body part like your legs. It's not your most gifted genetic. You're gonna have a hard time. So you have to push them extra hard.
Yeah, you have to double down on the things that are lagging.
Mm-hmm.
So legs lag for me. So I do 2 a week. I would love to do 2 shoulder days or 2 back days because I love those parts.
Of course you do. Those are your strongest parts.
What's my favorite restaurant? For food? That's, it's, to be honest, that's such a good question for us right now. We've been struggling getting the crave and the desire to eat at restaurants because we are eating so many calories right now that I'm not kidding you guys. It completely cures your issues with food. People's issues with food and food noise come from too much dieting, too much restriction,
yep,
too much guilt around food police, processed seed oils, all that. You're so much guilt and horrible negative feelings about food that it creates this terrible relationship with food. And really the solution is more food, more balance,
eat more, strength,
less rules.
Mm-hmm.
And we've always preached balance, but we're taking it to another level these days.
We're just not talking about, we're doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
We're eating more food than ever. But as far as restaurant,
yeah,
I would say so far, the most place that we think is pumping with a pulse is Javier's one and the Cannery is another one.
Yeah, I wouldn't say just because of the best food. I would just say because of the best ambiance.
The scenery. Yeah, the scenery is dope.
Well,
dope scenery.
For us right now, that's what gets us to a restaurant is a pulse and scenery. It's not, the driving force is no longer food.
Mm-mm.
I'm at 2,550 calories right now. I'm in my build, 3 months in. I have 3 weeks to go. And last week I averaged almost 2,600 calories daily, and I feel really good. I feel strong. I PR'd several exercises today on my leg day. I felt really strong. Marcia, hello. We're good. We're happy now because we're eating a delicious dessert.
We're eating one of our favorite desserts is protein ice cream with teeny tiny apple pies from Trader Joe's and some caramel sauce.
43 grams of protein. Mike's has a little more, I think 50. Mm-hmm. And 600 calories with the caramel sauce, the apple pie and everything, 600. And I have so many calories left.
Here's the new hack is, oh yeah, we love sushi, Tamara. 100%. We went to this place called the Cannery in Newport
They had
Beach.
good sushi there. Upstairs is a sushi.
You wouldn't think. It's more like, it's a nice ambiance, more like fish, seafood. They got steaks. But upstairs they got a third floor and it's all sushi up there. And it's, man, we're impressed. Because we are sushi buffs. We love sushi. I think our first day was at a sushi spot actually. Right? Our lunch date.
Oh my God, you took me to that place that you go to. That's right. Our first date was a lunch date. Talk about playing it safe.
How do you guys make it? You got to freeze it. We use Fairlife milk. Normally, we used to use non-fat, and then we use a scoop of protein. Vanilla. No, I didn't use vanilla. I used
yes, vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla. Yeah, I use vanilla. Sometimes it'll be coconut. We mix it up with one of
Do you have a Ninja Creamy machine? It requires a Ninja Creamy.
Yeah.
I if you don't have one,
get one.
I highly recommend it because it makes getting protein in
oh my God
really easy, because you can have protein ice cream every day if you want. If you like ice cream, you should get it. Yeah.
Every day. Just got to freeze it. Got to make a day before, freeze it. Make sure you whisk it up real good, freeze it, and boom.
Tamara, do you happen to be in Orange County? You want to have any sushi recommendations for us?
Yeah, who's in Orange County in here?
We're trying to discover. We did try to go to a place yesterday called Truly Pizza in Dana Point. Beautiful restaurant, but they were fully booked and we didn't have a reservation. And they're booked out for a month. It's crazy.
We thought it was
just
a pizza
like
joint.
A pizza joint, but it's like a fancy pizza joint.
Yeah.
And I made us reservations because I want to go there before the cut starts. We're gonna go on a Thursday because our cut starts November 3rd.
What did you weigh in this morning? And you had pizza last night. Pizza, a meatball taco, which is different.
126.2.
See?
This week I didn't gain any weight. My weight stayed the same. My waist measurement even kind of dropped a little bit, just under 27 and a half. My build it's like textbook right now. It's going really, really well. Interesting. I found my DEXA scan from 6 years ago. I was on the keto diet. I weighed 120 pounds and I was 26.2% body fat. I had 83 pounds of lean muscle on my body. I looked really good at that time. Like visually, I remember I had asked like for people on Instagram to guess what my body fat was. And people were saying like 17%, 16%. Nobody guessed 26. They were shocked because I looked like a tiny petite person. But yeah, it was 26% body fat and 120 pounds and 83 pounds of lean muscle. I am hoping that my lean muscle goal is to have 100 pounds of lean muscle on my body when I get a DEXA scan before I start my cut. I want 100 pounds of lean muscle. Oh, Nobu is good. Oh, yeah. We haven't been here since we've been here, but we've been in other places.
Malibu. LA was okay. Malibu was the best one. The scene is dope.
Oh, Malibu's beautiful. Malibu Nobu, though it's right on the water. The Kardashians go there all the time. It's right on the water. It's beautiful. Oh, Canada. Orlando, huh? Oh, yeah, you do have a Nobu in Miami for sure. We'll be in Miami in March, probably. March or April with One Up Nutrition.
Not probably, we will.
We love Miami. No, I mean, I don't know the dates. Probably March or April. Miami has amazing food.
Oh.
Amazing restaurants. Komodo.
512.
Like, we're on a live when you're just doing the dishes. His OCD kicks in. He can't sit down with a dish in the sink.
No. Just cleaning myself. All right, I'm back. You missed me already.
Because you're already done eating. You could talk more because I'm trying to eat.
So what do we got here? Orlando. That's cool.
We
Never been.
Canada in the house.
Canada.
I think Marsha's in Oklahoma, I think.
What part of Canada are you from? I got some friends in Canada. We got some people out that way. Yeah, Nobu's good. What else is good? This is Miami's got it, man, booming all kinds of. Like I said, Prime 112, Komodo, Sea Spice on the water.
I think we're gonna do Javier's in Newport for my 50th birthday.
That place is a scene. Western British Columbia, huh? I want. Is that closer to New York? I always don't know the
British
demographics.
Columbia.
Is that closer to the East Coast? Because Vancouver's closer to the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I got friends in
I think British Columbia is more east.
I got a good friend of mine in
East Coast.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, Oklahoma. Yep.
Hey, I love that show, by the way, Marsha. I hope you're watching it with Sylvester Stallone, Tulsa King.
Oh yeah, you love that show.
I love that show. Yeah, so cool.
I believe he actually films it there.
Oh, you're in the Vancouver. Vancouver's dope. You're like the LA of Canada. That's from right here. Good weather. My
we
roommate,
always met a lot of people from Vancouver moving to Vegas.
Oh yeah, we have some friends. My roommate's girlfriend was living in Vancouver. She used to fly to San Jose all the time, and it's like a 2 and a half hour flight. That's it. It's not even that far.
Oh, Judy.
Nor'easter on the East Coast.
Oh, really? So is that a storm? Nor'easter on the East Coast? Is that a storm?
I don't know.
Or is that where she? Or that's where she's from?
Probably.
She's in Long Island.
Mm-hmm. Hey, have anybody been watching that crazy ass show on Netflix? By the way, Monster.
Ed Gein.
Ooh, my goodness.
You guys,
that guy was.
If you're not watching that show, it is a little intense. It's a little not for the young ones.
And if you don't like graphic stuff, it's gory.
A storm. Yeah, the nor'easter. Nor'easter is a storm.
It's a crazy thing about Ed Gein. You can look him up on the internet. Ed, and the last name is Gein. Basically, all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies came because of him. Psycho. He influenced a lot of serial killers in this country, man. They all got influenced by this dude. He's like the original, one of the originals.
The beginning of true horror movies.
Yes.
Alfred Hitchcock drew his inspiration
from him, who
then started Psycho and all this. And at first, people were like appalled, and then they were like weirdly attracted to it. And it's kind of like, I was reading something where a psychiatrist said that it's like a little not normal to enjoy these kind of shows, but apparently it is normal. Well, for me.
I guess we got a little sickness in us. We do, though. But think about this. This country, America, we're always like into like, we're fascinated by serial killers. Not that we support it or like, oh my God.
But we're fascinated.
We're fascinated, like the mindset and how they do it. And, same thing like men are fascinated with gangster movies, cartel movies, things like that. We're just fascinated with violent stuff, man. And it all started after World War II.
Well, yeah.
So that was a spark.
And that's when he
changed.
Had his murder sprees. And then the way the public reacted to it, he became like famous. And they wanted like to see his home, and they wanted to buy his possessions and all of that. So I think that's why Alfred Hitchcock got the idea. He's like, wait a minute. People went crazy for this, so maybe they would go crazy for it in a movie.
Yeah.
Interesting, because I used to watch horror movies with my mom when I was young. That was her thing. She loved horror movies. It reminds me of her. She would have loved this series.
Yeah. Well, he probably influenced all those movie directors making Jason and Halloween and all that because of him. Mm-hmm. So he started way back then. He's from the 40s.
Silence of the Lambs and Texas Chainsaw Massacre were influenced.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
It is.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Half an inch an hour. That's torrential downpour.
That's dangerous. That's like you can get swept away. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff like what happened in Texas.
That's crazy. So now, and I'm also watching, I need to go back to that now. I need to finish the Ed Gein because I fell asleep last night. But I'm also watching the other one. What's that one? The warden. I mean, the
Wayward.
which is about like a cult-like school where people send their troubled kids. It's kind of like the school that Paris Hilton spoke about in a documentary. Oh, Judy said, "Yep, they're going to flood."
Oh, that's a lot. That would sink California.
No, California can't handle a lot of rain because we're not equipped. We're not used to having a lot of rain. I don't think there's a lot of rain here in Orange County. I mean, we haven't spent a fall and winter here yet. We came in the summer. We got here in the summer. We came at the perfect time. We really did, because then we really got to enjoy our first summer here. She says they're going to flood.
Oof, that's tough. Hopefully you don't got to evacuate, because I also watched that show about speaking of floods, what happened like back in the days, and I can't remember the year what happened in Louisiana.
The hurricane
Katrina. The hurricane, it did some damage, but it wasn't that did damage. When the levees broke, that's when it did damage. They were underwater, basically.
Oh, I heard about it. It was not far from us, actually, but yeah, I think that a few pedestrians were
Laguna Beach, right?
No, Huntington.
Oh, Huntington. Huntington's about 45 minutes from us.
Yeah, but the people, everyone survived, I think.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Lucky. There's tons of videos of it.
Lucky.
We were out and about, kind of like more towards that way. It happened yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like out that way.
Yeah.
But we were when I was at Disneyland, a lady died on the ride.
Tell them this story. It's crazy.
What's this story?
How the lady died and like business went on as usual.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing. I was tripping out on the Disneyland thing. I didn't even know. I was there and didn't even know it happened. And it made me so sad to think like, man, life really does just go on. Because Disneyland didn't skip a beat. Okay. They probably shut down that ride for the day, but they just kept on. Happiest place on earth. Business as usual. Like somebody died and there wasn't like any kind of like, I don't know. It made it just sad a little bit, but it makes me think like in general, that is one thing about when someone passes away. I always think about like, wow, life just keeps going. And the people that are like grieving, you're kind of like frozen in time for a little bit, and life just keeps going by you and you're just like frozen in time. And that just made me think about that woman. I don't know anything about her, but I'm thinking obviously she's at Disneyland with family members. They were excited to go to Disneyland and spend a family day together. Of course I think of all these things and I'm just thinking how sad.
That her last day on earth was at Disneyland.
Yeah.
The happiest place on earth. And when they were wheeling around the gurney, she was already probably dead.
Yonka one. I never see. This is why I don't say hello to people a lot of times, because I can't pronounce the name. Welcome to your first ever live.
Welcome.
One Yonka one.
Welcome
one
to the Sunday night turn up.
Yo in Cali. Yeah. Oh, Yonka. Okay, cool.
That's how you say it?
Yonka. Got it. Welcome to your first live. We're just relaxing after a heavy, hard workout today. Yeah. And we came home to have our little protein treat. Jonsha? Oh, Yonka, but it's pronounced Jonsha.
Huh.
Jonsha.
I don't know what nationality that's.
Yeah,
cool.
what ethnicity is that? Or what?
I bet you a lot of people don't know our ethnicity. Or they probably know yours. I think me, they don't know.
Yeah. Do you guys know?
You guys know who we are? I'm curious.
If you are subscribers, I don't know if I talk about it that much.
You probably don't. What's Jeanine and what am I? I'm curious because a lot of people don't know.
Oh, Turkish. Yeah, when I first saw Mike in the gym many moons ago now, 15 years ago.
She was spotting me. She was.
I thought that guy's got to be a New Yorker, an Italian New Yorker. He's not from around here. He did not look like he was like from my hood, my neighborhood. And I was right about that because he wasn't.
She was right about that.
He's from San Francisco,
from
which very different.
A little different. Uh-huh.
But yeah, what did you think I was?
Honestly?
Yeah.
A white girl.
Just a total white.
You had blonde hair. You had the look. You had that blonde hair, California look, and your VW convertible.
Yes, I am Portuguese. You got it.
Yep, you got it.
I am 100%.
She is 100%.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of a mixed, but I am a certain ethnicity for sure. I wonder if people know, because people don't be knowing.
They don't be knowing.
No, they think like I'm like you said, Italian, New York,
or Dominican, maybe.
I got that. Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
He's none of those things.
But I get New York a lot. So even out here, I got
New York. No, remember, New York is not a.
I mean, people think I'm from New York. I know that. No, not PR.
No.
You're on the right track, but
that's
not
what
PR.
I think people think. Puerto Rican or Dominican, maybe. Not really. You don't look Dominican.
Dominicans usually are very, very dark. They have a lot of Afro Latino in them, just like Cubans do.
Ecuador, interesting.
Never got that.
Yeah.
Never got Ecuador. I am Latino for sure, and I do speak Espanol fluently. Sometimes I'm rusty though, because I don't use it as much.
Yeah, it's a little rusty sometimes.
Yeah.
Ooh, wouldn't that be cool? Ecuador Escobar.
Yeah, Mike, you look like
PR from New York.
I've
yes,
gotten that too.
And she is from New York and saying it because you got that when we were in New York. New Yorkers thought you were from New York.
They asked me what borough am I from. You know how they said boroughs? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm from Cali.
But you know what? I had a friend once that came to visit me and I took him to San Francisco and he said this, he goes, if I ever left New York, I would live here because this is exactly like New York. He felt very comfortable there because he said it was very similar.
It's like, I would call it like the little brother to New York on the West Coast for sure. San Francisco, the way we move, talk, they're boroughs, we're hoods, we're barrios. That's how we call it. But yeah, it's very, very similar. But no, I'm Costa Rican and Hondureño. My mom's from Costa Rica. My dad's from Honduras. So Central American. So you're close. But a lot of people, they don't even get Latino on me. They think I'm something else. I've gotten Samoan, like Samoan.
Yeah. I've gotten Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
I've gotten
Greek, right?
Greek, for sure. I get that. Greek. I've gotten Brazilian.
You're close. I mean, how far is Portugal from Greece?
They're very far. What do you mean? Oh, from Greece?
Greece?
Oh, not from Greece. I thought I just said Brazilian.
No, that's far. Like you guys are next door to Spain.
Yeah.
And then Greece is somewhere out that way.
Yeah. So like far. Spain, Portugal, Greece, they're kind of like, I don't know.
Similar cultures. Yeah, European kind of culture.
I don't know. Italian. I think they're. Have I gotten Italian before? Yeah,
I got an Italian before too. I have too.
Well, yeah, I just told you. I thought you were an Italian from.
That's crazy that you
from New York. You just the way you walked. You had this like certain walk and mannerisms. I don't know. I don't know. Judy is German and Spanish.
Oh. España.
Yeah, Spain.
Spain. My brother tried it. Yeah. My brother loved it. He lived out there for 3 months. He wanted to move out there.
Yeah.
But it was tough.
They don't give out visas.
Now they open up their country. All kinds of immigrants are coming into Spain.
So he could go back there if he wanted?
Probably, yeah. But they let a lot of people in, kind of like the U.S. did. A lot of people kind of, yeah.
Ooh, German, Turkish.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Definitely different. It's kind of crazy how we're all like mutts, like we're mixed. Like I'm Honduran, right? My dad's from Honduras.
Spain.
Seville. I was wanting to go to Spain.
They just went to Sevilla in Real Housewives of Miami. Sevilla, and they kept living in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincy. Yeah, I got a friend in Mansfield. I know somebody in Mansfield, Ohio. Small little town.
What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought.
Never been to Ohio.
Nope, that is someplace I have not been.
Arkansas.
That was interesting.
Yeah, Arkansas was very interesting, to say the least.
Very interesting. Kansas was interesting.
You've been in Kansas.
Yeah. Man, let me just tell you, when I travel to like the certain states and I just feel like, man, we're in a bubble in California a little bit, or the coastal states. I've spent a lot of time in East Coast, West Coast, right? I've spent a lot of time in New York, in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And then Florida and then California, but like not a lot of time in between. I mean, in the middle. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's what she said. Sevilla. So is that how you say it? Sevilla?
Sevilla.
And everyone says Seville, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just went there and they kept like saying it over and over, Sevilla or something like that. I would love to go to Spain. I think it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's on the bucket list. Spain, Italy. I don't know. France. I don't know. I'm not big on France.
I don't know, but we have a friend in France.
We do have a friend in France.
So we would probably
maybe, yeah.
It's nice to go places where you have
people on the lay of the land already.
Yeah.
You ain't got to go there. You're like stuck where to go, what to do. Don't speak the language because French is tough. At least Spain, I don't speak that kind of Spanish. I know it's more proper, more etiquette, but we could probably kind of, communicate a little bit.
Yeah, well,
because in Mexico, I could communicate when I go to Mexico.
You were fine in Colombia.
Yep, sure was.
They have a really beautiful Spanish in Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
It's very...
Colombia's beautiful. I forgot we went there. We went to Medellin.
We were there for 2 weeks.
Yes.
We were there a long time.
Good food. Oh my God, the food and the fruits and everything fresh. Eggs. They don't even refrigerate their eggs.
Yeah.
Man, it's different. Yeah.
It's like a lot of farm to table.
Mm-hmm.
The Christmas Village in Austria.
It sounds like where Arnold is from. Arnold Schwarzenegger lives out there. He has a house out there.
I bought my first pieces of Christmas decoration today. I made Mike go to Home Goods with me. And I got some garland. I have nothing. I got rid of everything. I have I knew that was bothering you. My napkins.
What can I say?
His OCD, you guys, is hilarious. But I only have a tub of ornaments because ornaments had sentimental value. So I have to start from scratch. And as I'm seeing things, I'm picking things up. When I took my Christmas decorations down last year, I thought to myself, man, I just want to start fresh. I want to get rid of all this stuff. And I hope that when I'm decorating for Christmas next year, I'm in a new house, in a new location. I was so, talk about like manifesting. I was so deep in my thoughts, and I felt it was so powerful of a feeling. Like I knew that it was going to be true. Like and this is kind of before everything happened for us to move. We had a desire, but I had such a strong feeling. I even pictured what my tree, I said, I want to get rid of this tree. It was a fake flocked tree. And I want to get a green one, and I want to decorate with green. And I just was like visualizing all these things. So now those visions I had of what I wanted to decorate for Christmas, I'm starting to look for those things in like Home Goods and stuff. So I bought some garland. I bought a tree skirt. I bought my Christmas tree from Quince because they have the best quality stuff. So it's like the balsam, like the super expensive $1,500 trees, but on Quince it was $500. It didn't come in yet, but I did get a fake tree because I can't imagine the needles up and down the stairs and the mess. I'll light candles for the smell. And I want to have it up longer. If I have a fake tree, I can have it up longer. I can put it up in like mid-November, maybe.
This one already thinking about Christmas. We're not even through Halloween yet. She's already talking about Christmas. She's just trying to fast forward the time for us.
I'm not. Oh, thank you. This is Miss Blue, but they're sold out right now. And I had it in my favorites, and then everyone's like, where's the link? And it sold out. I'm so sad. Oh, thank you. I love my 1UP Nutrition. I have a cabinet upstairs in the kitchen full. And downstairs full. And
the new one you just got, the coconut.
The coconut water. I use 1UP Nutrition products every single day.
Every day.
They're part of my routine right now. I am on a very I am locked in. Although this is what I always tell my clients, like, are you locked in?
Yeah.
Lock in.
Yeah.
I am locked in right now. I am locked in on my goals. My goals shifted from fat loss. They're always fat loss, Mm-hmm. And even if your desire ultimately is to be leaner and lose body fat, your goal doesn't have to be fat loss in order to achieve that. And that's what I'm kind of trying to show everybody through this build phase. I'm 12 weeks in now. This now starts. I just completed my 12th week. Now I'm on week 13 starting tomorrow. And everything is going according to plan, but I am locked in. You know what I mean? That's the difference. Sometimes I feel like people want to achieve goals and they want to set these great visions and things, but then they don't lock in. You can't half step things. You got to 100% decide you're going to do something and like let nothing get in your way. And that's it. Kind of like when I put away my Christmas decorations. You know what I mean? I didn't say, oh, well, if we move, then I'll get rid of this stuff. No, I'm like, I know I'm moving. I know I'm not going to move this stuff. So we're getting rid of it. Remember, I told you were like, are you sure? I said, yep. Put the tree on the curb. Someone will take it. It's a nice tree. It was gone in like an hour.
Gone.
It was gone in like an hour.
Quick. It didn't last long. Especially where we used to live. East San Jose, everything goes quick.
I love that, Diana. I'm locked in, down 42 pounds. Ooh, Judy made your, she made your protein coffee this morning.
Best,
it was a 10.
See? The best. I told you.
So I love it.
So good. We tried the Starbucks one yesterday. It's good, the little protein foam, but it's like $7 with the coffee, and then you put the protein foam.
Oh my God. First of all,
for most of us was over $14.
Yeah, we got coffees at Starbucks, right? A little treat. And then I thought to myself, man, and people they do this every day.
Every day.
We paid $14 for 2 drinks. And imagine if we both got pastries too, it would have been $30. So if someone gets like a treat and a drink at Starbucks every day, they're spending a minimum of like $10 a day.
Yeah, at least.
That's $300 a month.
And then they say, well, I'm broke. I can't afford to hire a coach to learn how to do better. We get that a lot. Like people complain that they're broke. I'm like, well, let me see your spending habits. I bet you're spending a lot of money eating out. Ordering coffee to go. You're going to Starbucks. There's a lot of stuff. How many apps do you have that you really need? You know what I'm saying? Like start scaling back. Like
we did all that. I deleted, you know what I did? Because you think you need it and you're afraid to get rid of it. And I thought, you know what? Let's start from zero. Let's just get rid of everything. And what we need will surface.
Yep.
Right. And so I got rid of everything, like every app. We had so many apps.
Yep.
And so now we have Netflix and I have Peacock. I think that's it. And then Prime, we're Prime members, right?
Yeah.
So we have Prime. That's it.
And our YouTube. She has her YouTube. I have mine. And
so we watch YouTube. I have Peacock, YouTube. Netflix, and all the other Paramount Plus and this and that gone. So many apps, so many services, so many things.
Too much.
Just delete.
The whole purpose of getting rid of cable was to save money, right? But then all these other companies got smart, like HBO, Cinemax. They got smart. Like, oh shit, people are not buying cable no more, so we're going to create apps. Yeah. And we're going to charge X amount of money. So it's like you go back into like paying to save money. By the time you get all those apps, you're like, you really didn't save much money.
No, you could have had, you're still paying like cable.
You're going back to like having cable again. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you forget and it's only, $2.99, $7.99. I just deleted everything.
And imagine some of you ladies, I'm assuming that have husbands who are football nuts, and imagine that they get all the NFL, all those NFL you pay extra for.
Oh, the game day and all that.
Your ex probably was he a
football nut? Yeah, he did that every year. It was like $250. See
what I'm saying?
Yeah. $250 for that. Then the NBA ticket, you used to get tickets. The NBA ticket to get all the games.
See?
And then the football to get all the games. Yep. And then it's like another like $1,000 a year for all the different sports.
Yeah.
And then the pay-per-views. $80, $100. Are they like $100 now?
The UFC is like $80. Boxing sometimes like $100.
Yeah. So lean out your life in that regard. And then you can, you really can prioritize what's important to you in terms of investment. Because a lot of times people will say like, oh, HRT is expensive, things like that. So me, when I am budgeting things and thinking about things, when it comes to like my self-care and things to take care of me directly, those are at the top of the list. That's at the very top. So if there is no money for TV or whatever, like after that's done, then so be it. But like HRT is like at the top. I will move things around for HRT. HRT is at the top of the list. Taking care of myself, like my hair and nails and things like that. And what I do there, if I'm shifting budget wise, is you can push things out, like, okay, I could get away with getting my nails done once a month instead of every 2 weeks. And that's how you can kind of, make room for things that really matter, some supplements or investing in a coach or, a personal trainer, a gym membership, if you really want something, you can make it happen.
True. Very true.
There's room.
A lot of people do a lot with very little.
Yeah.
Someone once said that to me. Like, man,
Yeah.
some people have way less than you and do a lot more. I'm like, damn, that's deep. It's hit me like he's probably right.
It's so true. You know why? Because you become resourceful and creative, and when you have it, you're kind of loose. So you spend way more for the same experience that someone who's being resourceful and creative with. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm deprived because I don't have a bunch of apps.
No.
I never even thought about those apps ever again.
Nope.
And so if HBO Max has a show that's special about HBO Max, guess what? I'm not going to watch that show because I don't have HBO Max. So what's on Netflix? Because I got Netflix.
What's on Prime?
And there's infinite amount of things to watch. But I think it's just being smarter, like just being smarter in general.
Yeah.
In general about things. Like even with the gym membership, we took a while before we joined a gym here because we were trying to see if could we get by with our community gym. It's really nice, but when we shifted into what our goals are and stuff right now, we realized that, okay, we need a gym membership.
Just taking it to the next level. We have more options there, different machines that we could use.
But one thing about us though, if we get something and have something, we're going to use it. It's not like having it and just to have it and not using it. Because if we weren't using it, we would just cancel. We use it significantly. But
we got an EV cart, we use it. We got e-bikes, we've used it.
Yeah.
We've gone on the beach many times.
I hate having things that I don't use. And that's why I completely, I'm telling you guys to lean out your life. This year I leaned out my life. We share a small walk-in closet. I used to have an entire bedroom dedicated to my clothing and makeup and purses and all of that. We put everything in a box and shipped it to be sold. Downsized. We just simplified our lives. We got super simple, leaned out. Now it's like we have a house that we use every bit, every room, every piece. It's a perfect size for us. There's no it's not extra big, Yeah. We have one car. Because then we have the EV, the cart. So we only use the car when we need to save on gas. We've just been resourceful to be able to have things that matter to us, which is like a gym membership and, the tools to be our healthiest selves.
Yeah, because that's the most important, is be your healthiest, strongest self. Because nothing else matters if your health is not good. And I think somebody asked a question. What brand of creatine do you recommend? We use One Up Nutrition.
One Up Nutrition, 100%.
That's what we stand by, stick by. It doesn't mess up our stomach. It's good.
They're third-party tested. They manufacture their own products. It's not white labeled. They have their own facility in Miami, and it's humongous and amazing. And their flavors are so good. So it's not a chore to drink them. That's One Up Nutrition for me. Judy says, the other day you were speaking about workout splits. Can you speak more about that, benefits, etc.? Yeah. So the point of a workout split is that you break up your body into muscle groups and you just focus on one or two muscle groups per exercise. And that becomes, that completes your workout. So for me, I have and depending on what your split is or how many days you want to commit to working out would be how you separate the muscle groups. But I like a 4-day split because you could get everything in.
Pretty much. You could do 4 days. You could break it up.
Especially for women, because we don't really tend to do chest. But so a 4-day split for me, my 4-day split. And then the 4-day split, what you do is whatever your lagging body part is, you could do twice. So I do a push day. I break it up into pushing exercises where you're using a pushing motion. Pushing is going to be shoulders and triceps. I do a pull day, which is pulling motion, which is going to be your back exercises and your biceps. And then I do 2 leg days. One of them I do more quad focus, and the other one I do more of glutes and hamstrings focus. So that's how I split it up. You can split it up in different ways. But it is good to have structure because then you can really focus on progressive overloading on your exercises, getting stronger, lifting heavier or more volume, more reps, more sets. So, because when you get stronger, that's an indication that you are building lean muscle. So like when you PR, like today I PR, which means personal record, right? So like I did the leg extension, and the last time I did a leg extension, I PR'd that, and I went from 70 pounds to 80 pounds. And that was a personal record for the last workout. Today, I went from 80, I jumped over 90 and did 100 pounds. And that's a personal record again. And so when I started my build of building muscle and this last 3 months, I was at 40 pounds on that machine. So the same machine, that's progressive overload right there. I started at 40 pounds, 3 sets of 10 reps. I am now at 100 pounds 3 months later. That means that some of the weight that I've been putting on is definitely muscle, because you cannot go from doing a leg extension of 40 pounds to 100 pounds with no muscle growth. That's significant growth of that particular muscle, which is the quad. That is why PRs tell you what's going on internally. You can't see what's going on, right? A lot of times too, you're building all of this muscle, but it's like sight unseen because you're covered in body fat. So you have to use your PRs and your strength gains as indicators that it's working. What you're doing is working. And then we'll reveal that muscle eventually. So like for me, like I said, I found my DEXA scan, and I also found my notes on what I was when I stepped on stage. I stepped on stage I was 35. So I'm going to be 49. So almost 15 years ago, right? No, I was 36. And I was 109 pounds when I stepped on stage. I was 15% body fat. And then a few years later, 5 years later, I got a DEXA scan, and I was 120 pounds and 26% body fat. I had 83 pounds of lean muscle. So my goal now is after I'm done with this build, I want to do a DEXA scan, and I want to see where my lean muscle is. I'm guessing that I'm pretty close to, if not a little over 100 pounds of lean muscle, which what that means is in 6 years, I've put on upwards of over 15 pounds of lean muscle on my body. And that's going through menopause, going through all of life's trial and tribulations, being pretty consistent for the most part with weight training, but not really giving my best effort at times. So I'm pretty excited to really see where I land, but my original goal was I want to come in better than I did back then when I was 35 years old. So I'm tying that to the lean body mass. If I have more lean body mass than 83 pounds of lean body mass, then I'm going to be celebrating that, because that's a big deal. That means in my 40s, I was able to put on lean muscle. And that's what I want to show other women, like in midlife. Like, it's not too late.
No.
You can do it. So I'm hoping, do you think I probably have about 100 pounds of lean muscle?
Yeah, I think so.
So if I end up with 100 pounds, that will be, I will shout that shit to the rooftops. I'm sorry, but 17 pounds of lean muscle.
That's impressive.
Through menopause and all of that.
Yeah, and listen, it's not, even for men, it's not easy for us to put on muscle. It's hard. It's a grind, and it takes a long time. Everybody thinks it's like overnight, and it's a grind. That's why the clock, I would say, time keeps going forward. You just keep pushing.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Keep
doing it. And like I said, I have not had a linear journey. I've had times when I'm all gung-ho with my workouts. Sometimes I go through the motions. I've gotten sick in there, had grief, had life things, and then recently this year, I took the longest break I've taken. I took 6 months of no weight training, 6 months. But guess what? Muscle is like an insurance policy. Doesn't take much to keep it once you have it. And like maintaining it is a lot easier than building it. It's like a whole different ballgame. A build, you have to be strategic.
Yeah.
But it's nice that I've been able to build over the years instead of going back to ground zero.
It's almost harder than weight loss, to be honest with you. People think weight loss is the hardest. Like, I don't know about that. Building muscle is hard too. It's a different kind of hardness,
I think fat loss is easier, but I am a fat loss coach. So to me, it's like, oh, that's the easy part. Like, we got this. You want to lose fat? Welcome, Jamie. I love One Up. I'm glad you love them too. Thanks, Amy.
But what's for sure harder than weight loss is keeping the weight off. A lot of people have lost weight, but they can't.
Because you got to change your
it.
habits and behaviors. It's got to be part of who you are.
You can't sustain.
I do feel like there's a lot of women out there in midlife, in their 40s, that feel just hopeless about weight loss. They have tried everything. Nothing sticks. They gain and lose the same 5 pounds over and over again. I get that.
Happens a lot.
I get that. It's too much dieting. It's too much. Listen, a calorie deficit is how you lose body fat. The problem is most women they like live in a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
They're like always chasing fat loss and never quite getting there because they're not staying consistent, but never coming out of it, never actually coming out of it. And I think that's that's why it's like I think they're so focused on, I need to take away calories. I need to take away foods. I need to stop eating sugar. I need to take away carbs. Mm-hmm. They're so focused on what they're taking away. Mm-hmm. And I think the magic happens when you add to better workouts, more, better in the gym, more calories, more protein, more balance, adding instead of always subtracting.
Your body doesn't like it. Your body, your energy system shut down, and it slows that. Actually works against you sometimes when you're in a calorie deficit too long. Your metabolism slows down. That's a known fact. And too many women are living down there with 12, 13, 1,100 calories. We hear it. Sometimes 1,000. Like, you're out of your mind. Your body's like, it's going to power down.
She's 100 vanilla shake girl, 100%. People, they go all in, balls to the wall, and crash and burn.
All the time.
Honestly, 4 days is pretty advantageous. 3 days, if you do a 3-day progressive overload program, you're a busy mom, you got kids at home. Yeah. If you can give 3 days, you can have good days. You can have excellent progress if you are getting your protein in, targeting whole foods, and 3 good workouts a week. That's 3 out of 7 days. You only work 5 days a week. So utilize the days off where you do have extra time to get in a couple of those workouts if the work days are so busy. You have to fit it into your life as a non-negotiable.
Yeah, for sure. It has to be non-negotiable.
Because we fit.
You commit to everything.
We fit everything else.
You commit to birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, somebody's graduation. You're always like, yes, I'll be there. But when it comes to the gym, you somehow talk yourself out of it. And we get it. We say the hardest thing about the gym is getting there. You just got to get yourself there. Just get up and go. Don't overthink it. Sometimes you overthink it, you drag your feet. But once you're there, and once you start getting 10 minutes into the workout warmed up, you're good to go. Because you're never going to be mad once you leave. They're going to be happy.
No, you're going to be so
even
happy.
Though today's workout was hard, we're like, ooh, we're feeling it today. Halfway through, we're like, man, this is tough. We're pushing each other today. And, well, guess what? The workout was done. We're done.
Yeah, you know what? Get used to saying this phrase. I want you guys to repeat after me. Sorry, I can't. I have to go to the gym. Sorry, I can't. I have to go to the gym. What do you mean you got to go to the gym? Yeah, I got to go to the gym. You got to make it seem.
I got a date
you got to like.
I got a date with the gym.
You got to make it seem like that's just like.
It has to be non-negotiable.
It's like going to work.
Yep.
Like, no, I can't call in sick from the gym. I got to go.
Mm-hmm.
One gram of protein per pound of like your current body weight is going to be way high. Too much. Chances are, depending on where you're at. Goal weight is a better target and more than enough, typically. Now, I personally shoot for higher protein just to accommodate maybe some incomplete protein sources that I'm tracking, or so that I don't utilize my extra calories for junk food. Because if I target higher protein, it leaves less calories on the table where I can kind of reach for like maybe the processed snacks and things. But a general rule of thumb is 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal body weight. That is sufficient. So if you are trying to get to 130 pounds, 130 grams of protein. You're trying to get to 140 grams. If you're like 75-pound woman trying to eat a gram of protein per pound of that current body weight, it's not necessary. It's too much and it's difficult. It would be very difficult. Now, it won't hurt you if you go over on protein. Protein is a goal, not a limit. I want you to think about that. So if my goal is about 120, 125, then I just always make sure I get over that. I target 150 just because I kind of shoot for the stars, like I said. And then, the rest is you get your essential fats in. So it's usually typically about 30% of your total calories should come from fats, not too much more than that. And the rest should be carbs. You got to get the carbs in if you want to build muscle.
Everybody's scared of carbs. They're good for you.
I'm struggling getting in enough carbs, you guys. My carb goal is insane. 300 grams of carbs. 300 grams.
That's a lot. Even for me, that's a lot. I barely break 300.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But my body is in an anabolic state right now. I have gotten it in this 12 weeks to an anabolic state, meaning it is using my calories for muscle growth. How do I know this? Because my waist measurement remains the same. My waist has not changed. It goes up or down. It stays within a half an inch range, 27 and a half to 27 to 27 and a half, basically, this whole time. And my weight has gone up. Now I started at 120.5 and I am now 126.2 as of this morning. I'm eating 2,550 calories a day, 300 carbs, 150 grams of protein. And my body is in anabolic. So meaning it is building muscle. It is actively partitioning my food and building muscle with that tissue. In fact, when I have a rest day, like I had a rest day yesterday, I knew I was going to be strong today because I'm like, my body, the little guys in there are building muscle today. I feel it. Like I feel harder, tighter. And then today when I went down for that first machine, I was like, oh my God, like this feels good. Like my legs were strong today. Oh, welcome, Bill. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. Okay, Jamie. You need to target 125 grams of protein. Yep. And you need to, hopefully you're eating enough calories and strength training.
Yep. Get those carbs.
What's your calories? What are your calories at? Don't be afraid of the calories. You need the calorie. You want to put on that kind of size?
Yep.
You need to be eating and you need to be lifting and tracking those progressions. Welcome to Amy. She got her coffee cup. Any other questions? I want to know what your calories are at, Jamie. But I'm excited about the cut because I've never cut from such a high place before.
1557.
That's pretty low. You need to get that up.
You got to go up.
Don't be afraid.
That's almost like calorie deficit right there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, she's 110 pounds. I don't know how tall she is or how much muscle she has. So it's difficult to say. But I can tell you this. Hopefully you're just beginning a build and you're going to go from there. Don't be afraid. You need to like be at 2,000 calories.
Yeah. You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
How much stronger
you get. Guess what, Mike? I started because I was a little nervous at first. I just hadn't done this and it's hard. Okay. It is hard mentally to just start eating more when you've always been chasing fat loss. So I increase slowly. Yeah, I would bump those up. I don't know a lot about your stats, but I would bump those up if your goal is to gain 15 pounds. And you do it slowly. Over time. Track your waist measurement, track your weight. If you're in the weight, it's okay if the weight goes up. If you don't have significant change in your midsection, that is a good indication that you are not gaining body fat. If I would have I probably should have just jumped my calories up immediately to 2,000 and then grew from there. I'd probably be higher right now. I'd probably be at 28, but I was a little nervous about it. So I started slow. I regret that now because in the past month, I was a little more aggressive with it and I've had better PRs, better progress, better strength gains, stable waist measurement. And my weight is going up, but not significantly and not in the form of body fat because I'm getting super strong and I don't see any indicators of a lot of change in my body fat. So I wish I would have just gone for it right off the bat and just jumped at 500 calories from where I was at and then continue to progress from there. I'd probably be at like 2,800 by now.
And our friend who's a professional competitor and they have the biggest fitness podcast on YouTube says for his ladies who compete, he takes them north of 2,800 and men north of 3,500.
Yeah, before cutting.
Before cutting. So
yep.
I'm struggling. I'm about 232, sometimes 3,300, but it's hard. It's not easy because it's whole foods. So there's process in there, but it's mostly whole. 90% of it is whole foods.
I'm adding. I don't say 90% of mine is whole. I would say maybe 20. I'm 80? 75 whole. 75 whole. I can't take in this many calories without with whole foods. I'm stuffed to the gills when I eat steak and whatever. I have to have like some treats. I have my little protein balls today before my workout with these little cool little energy balls. Yeah. I have a couple peanut butter cups, a donut here and there just to kind of, I'm keeping it pretty clean though. Like it's not like I'm going to McDonald's or, we eat at home and all of that, but it's very hard to be honest. Yeah. To get in this many calories.
It's something everybody wish they would want to do, but it's not as easy as
and like I've said earlier in this call, like all those things, like, oh my God, I'm so sad that person gets to eat that. Like, you don't care what people are eating. You could watch a food show and be unaffected. You can go to a donut shop and have one donut and be fine and be like, oh, I'm stuffed from this one donut.
Yep.
It cures everything. It cures let me tell you the biggest one. The biggest thing for me has been the relationship with the scale. It's been amazing. It's amazing. I could go step on the scale right now at the end of my crazy day, a leg day, eating all day, and I would not be affected whatsoever by what it says. Just because I know what I'm doing, I know I'm targeting, I know I'm on track, and the scale is data at this point, and it doesn't affect me. And I think a lot of people need to get to this point. What freedom?
Listen, this is what we're trying to. Because this can be confusing because some people still don't get what we're doing. The point of what we're trying to do, because both her and I both have suffered from overeating. We both were just ravenous come the weekend. We don't have that anymore. So when we do start this cut, November 3rd, it's going to be much easier because we're starting from a higher place. So you see what I'm saying? Instead of going always to a deficit and chasing lower, we're going in the opposite direction, we're going higher. That when we do start our deficit, it's going to be from a much higher place.
Yeah, because we taught our bodies to partition the calories for muscle growth over time.
Yes, you taught it. The
algorithm, and then so now it operates on these high level of calories. So suddenly that's what it wants. Like, hey, we're building muscle, we're doing things. We're going to still strength train, but all of a sudden we're going to cut at 500 calories, and the body's like, wait a minute. I operate on 2,500 wherever I land, wherever you land. This is what I operate on. I need that now. So it'll go into stored body fat and you utilize that. And that is why a deficit will be like 2,100 calories. Yeah. Whereas 3 months ago, that would have been a surplus for me. And I'd be gaining weight week over week at those calories, which is insane. So if I would have done this, if I would have just gone right into a cut so that I could be nice and lean for my 50th birthday, I'd have been lean, but I wouldn't have had any additional lean mass. And that cut would have had to have been 1,300 calories for me. Who knows if that would have even been super effective. It probably would have been a very slow fat loss process. And then I would have reverse dieted from there to maybe like a maintenance of 1,650, which in my opinion, I just didn't want to live that way. I don't want to live that way. I want to be able to eat more foods. I want to be able to have more room to go to Disneyland or go on a vacation and have a bigger bank account to draw from. And I also wanted more lean muscle in my body. So it wasn't an option for me to go into a cut 3 months ago, not from where I was. And I think a lot of people need to rethink their goals and think about, yes, I understand the goal is to lose your, and it doesn't matter where your starting point. It doesn't matter even if you have 75 pounds to lose. If you are a chronic dieter and you are already eating very little and the weight does not come off no matter what you do, or you lose and gain the same 5 pounds, you need to increase your calories.
Your metabolism.
to rehab your metabolism first, because you're bottomed out. And I feel like a lot of women are chronic dieters and their metabolism is bottomed out. And that's what needs to be fixed.
That's why they're not losing weight, because the body, listen, you ain't killing this body. The body's going to stay alive. It's going to be like, you're not starving us to death. We'll start losing muscle before we start losing fat. And that's what's going on different topic with GLP-1s, is they're losing a lot of muscle, not fat. They are losing the weight, but a lot of it, they're losing their muscle tissue.
And then you can't sustain it. That's the problem.
And that's another thing.
You can't sustain it. Because then again, I feel honestly like those are the people I need to help, right? Like if you're coming off of a GLP-1 or you plan to come off of GLP-1, you need to rehab your metabolism, because otherwise the weight is going to come back fast and furious. And it's going to come in the form of body fat, even though you lost muscle and body fat. So you lose muscle and body fat, and you only get body fat back if you don't do it correctly. Everybody who's coming off of a GLP-1 should be guided through the process of some metabolism rehabilitation.
Facts.
And it's what the Biggest Loser contestant should have done.
Yes.
They didn't do that, and that's why they all gained their weight back. It's because there's a missing piece. It's what competitors need to do if they are stepping off stage, getting back into real life. They need to reverse diet, get their metabolism functioning again, cut out the cardio, and rehab their metabolism if they're ever going to want to step on stage again. Because you can't just cut. It doesn't work that way. Cuts are actually supposed to be short.
They're not supposed to stay there forever.
Short and sweet.
For a long time. No.
12 weeks maximum. You should be cutting once a year. And the rest of the time you should be spending in maintenance or building. And structure your body goals and your lean body mass goals and things like that around that. Like, okay, I'm going to build for 3 months. I'm going to cut for 3 months, and I'm going to be maintenance the rest of the time.
Yeah.
If you have like more aggressive goals, you could do the cycle of building and cutting twice in a year, but that I wouldn't do it more than that.
I love that question she just asked. And I always tell her this, that
he always says we should talk about that, Bill. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Would you ask her?
I'd love to hear how you both met. What's the secret to keeping your relationship so sweet or truly inspiration? We met in the gym. Shocker.
She was eyeballing me, checking me out like, ooh, I'm going to hire him as a trainer. Then eventually I'm going to date him. And eventually I'm going to shack him up. I'm joking.
But it's true that I was actually coming off of a divorce and wanted to get in the best shape of my life for my first single summer.
Yeah.
So I hired him as a trainer because he was the only one in that gym that I went to that looked fit. I wanted my trainer to be fit. And so I hired him. And honestly, we clicked immediately. We really did. We just clicked. We just could talk for days. Just like we talk now, just like we're on the podcast. We talk all day long, nonstop. We just click. And I can't explain it any more than that. Like, we're just extremely compatible, very similar. Our birthdays are 4 days apart. We're both Aquarius.
Both Aquarius. 4 days apart.
You know,
we're older.
I'm the baby of the family, but I was raised by immigrant parents. He's the oldest of his family, raised by immigrant parents. So we had just a lot of similarities. And then obviously fitness was something that brought us together in the beginning. And it's been a constant, our entire relationship. We've always worked out. Mm-hmm. And just compatibility, right? In general, we have like a lot of common interests. We always have tried to like do a weekly date night. And I don't know. Now we spend more time together than ever because I don't know if you know, but we're empty nesters and we live all by ourselves now. First time in our marriage that we lived all by ourselves. My kids were with us. And we always joke when we were moving and stuff, like, what if we don't like each other when we're all just by ourselves?
There's no buffer.
Yeah.
Before you had kids, at least there's a buffer there, you know?
But it's been great, actually. We get along even better.
And that's what happens with people is they have a buffer, and then kids grow up, move away, and then you realize like, oh shit, we don't love each other like we used to anymore. Or you grow apart, you know? Yeah,
I think it's very important to find whatever listen, the way people stay together is they have something in common. It's familiarity and similarities that attract people. So even if those things have changed over the years, you need to find what you both enjoy doing or what that connection is and double down on that connection. So if you like to dance, you need to go out dancing together once a month or whatever. If you like to cook, you need to cook a dinner together once a month, so like double down on the things that you have in common with each other.
True.
And if you don't, if like that, those things went away and you don't even know what they are because your kids are gone and you were so focused on the kids, find something, try things, pickleball. We got e-bikes. So we ride e-bikes together. Now we work out together. We do cook together in the kitchen sometimes. We go for walks.
Yeah, and there's one dude on a podcast. I can't remember the name, husband and wife. He says, you got to date your wife.
It's called the Date Your Wife podcast.
Yeah, you got to date your wife. You got to remember what brought you two together. Don't lose sight of that. And people lose sight of that. You got to court and date each other over and over.
Judy, no, they don't affect your metabolism. They just water retention. So and it's very difficult to know how you are doing on your like calorie deficit because your fat loss is masked with water retention. So once you completely like get those out of your system, it's going to take like 4 to 6 weeks to really like get it out of your system. I have a few other clients who are also off and on of medical steroids. And man, when she takes them, her weight immediately 10 pounds. I kid you not. She goes, oh, I'm on a round of steroids. Her weight will shoot up 10 pounds and then it comes back down. But it'll shoot up in a couple days, but it takes like 4 to 6 weeks to like come back down. But it's just water weight. It doesn't affect your metabolism. If have you had your thyroid tested for function? Yeah. Thyroid is what's going to directly impact your metabolism. And if that's functioning optimally, then your metabolism should be fine. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Angela. Mike's got to return to my do a full day of eating with me. I have been including a full day of eating, by the way, in my Road to 50 episodes. So starting with the last episode, I had a full day of eating in there. And then the next episode comes out on Tuesday. There's a full day of eating in there. And I'm going to be putting out an episode every Tuesday, which will include the full day.
Yeah, we make a lot of different things. We always get creative. And that's how it should be. Shouldn't be boring.
What are we having tonight?
What we decide on? We're doing the penny pasta with chicken meatballs?
Yeah.
Sourdough?
We found these cheese stuffed chicken meatballs from Costco. And we're going to have the hero penny pasta with chicken meatballs, cheese stuffed chicken meatballs. He's going to get the package so I can show you. We're going to have that. And then we're going to have some bread. I love a pasta. I like to really like replenish my carbs after a heavy leg day. So I like to make sure I hit my carb goal. Like I said, you guys, my carbs are crazy right now, 300 grams. What are you looking for?
Chicken meatballs.
Oh, they're in the fridge. Oh. They're not frozen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, right here, these. Gotta show them these.
Yeah.
Where do we get these at?
Costco.
Gotta show them these. That's a good find.
They look so good. Cheese stuffed chicken meatballs. Mama Mancini.
Look
at those.
140 calories and 14 grams of protein. So the macros are spot on.
Yeah. So that is for 168 grams. Oh, there's sauce on these already. So we might need just a little more sauce.
Yeah. And this, we work with Hero. You guys know. If you don't know this company, we work with them. They send us a lot of stuff. This is Hero noodles, penny noodles. These are there's 4 servings in here. So it's 4 servings in 320 calories and there's 48 grams of protein in this whole box. So you could split this, and it's not even a lot of calories.
These are fully cooked, just heat and eat.
Heat and eat, easy.
Heat and eat.
So yeah, I'm gonna have this, that.
So 2 servings of meatballs?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Has to. Of course. Yeah. Look, she's smelling it. She can smell
I know.
The package.
It must be good because Phoebe woke up. She woke up for the mama.
She's like, oh, what are we having tonight? So yeah, we're gonna get 28 grams of protein from here plus what is this, 12 grams? So 40 grams if we do 1 serving.
Yeah, I just want 1 serving of pasta.
40 grams, yeah, and then we're gonna have sourdough bread.
Are we gonna do the sourdough or are we gonna do the gondolas?
Oh, it's up to you.
80 to 80.
Yeah.
I think I want to do the gondola.
Mm-hmm. Judy said no on the thyroid. She never got it tested. I'm assuming.
Yeah, get it tested. I really want to know what it's doing. Go away, but I'm trying to tone him as I was told to lift to get rid of the fat. When I started strength training again, Oh, Angela, you need to lift. Don't worry
Lift.
about the weight.
Nope.
The
I build that muscle.
weight that you build when you're lifting heavy is not body fat.
Nope.
Weightlifting does not make you fat. If you want to get rid of body fat and look toned, you have to lift, and you have to be eating enough so that you are gaining muscle and putting your metabolism in a good place to lose that body fat. And see, don't fixate on the goal weight, because you're not at your goal weight. Because if maybe you have a number on the scale that you like, but you don't like what you see in the mirror, right? You want to tone still. That requires putting on weight on the scale. And so you kind of have to break up with that number. Definitely recommend watching my Road to 50, because I kind of go into a lot of this stuff in my rants, and I'll continue to go in and kind of, as the episodes progress, and kind of talk about what I mean by that. For example, like I started this whole build at 120 pounds, and now I'm at 127. I'm going to probably end the cut back at 120 pounds, maybe with a totally different body, because you have to build, and so I had to go through this process in order to achieve my goal, because my goal, the number on the scale wasn't right. I was 120 pounds, but I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. So I did the whole process just to come back to that same weight, but have a different body at that same weight, if that makes sense. So documenting literally like every single day, a little diary entry on the Road to 50. So I'll be sharing all of that. Vanilla shake girl, I would say 3 days. If you can wing it, 3 days is really enough to get strength gains. 2, yeah, but it's slower process. 3. I would definitely say 3.
3, and eventually try to get it up to 4.
All right, you guys. Well, I think we're gonna call it a night.
You're running out of battery.
I know I'm running out of battery, but hopefully you guys got some little nuggets and gems, like we like to say.
Yeah. Remember, don't forget to follow us on Instagram too.
Yeah, I'm at coach.Jeanine Escobar on Instagram, and Mike is at Esco Elite Mindset. My BBC registration is open right now. So if you do want to kind of see what it's like to work with me and join my group coaching program, it's very cost effective. And you can do that. It's JeanineEscobar.com, and just go to the 8-week program menu. It says it at the top. There's a video. It talks about what's included, what the program is about, and you can register now. Registration's open just for a few more days, and it starts on the 20th. And, it's a lot of my community here from YouTube is actually in that program. And I do Zoom calls every 2 weeks. You get an app, you get recipes, you get macros, you get workouts, you get everything with that program. So it's a really great entryway point into working with me. Thank you so much, Angela. Glad you caught us as well. Judy, good night. I'm going to go enjoy some meatballs. All right, you guys. Bye.